welcome to Amore with Allie. This once a week 30-minute show covers love and romance topics with a metaphysical twist. Now, in case you don't know who I am a sex and relationship expert who's the creator of out-of-body ecstasy. It's a personal energy method using dreams, astral travel, and telepathy to enhance your romantic and, yes, your sexual life, no matter if you're in a relationship or if you're flying solo. In the past, I was blessed enough to be the sexpert for the L Word online world in Second Life. Now, to find out more about me and what I do, please visit Theiss.com. Now, this is a brand new show. It's my first time, videotaping a show for me. So, let's see how this is going to go, shall we? I'm going to give the spiel, like I just did each week. Then I'm going to tell you guys about different topics that are coming up. Do a quote of the week, do a listener's question. Now, for you guys to send me in a question, and I really hope you do, because if you don't send me in questions, then I'll start to make things up. And you really don't want me to start to make things up. I have a very vivid imagination, and God knows what can come out of here. So, send me a question. Please send me an email to Amore, A-M-O-R-E, at angelsknowledge.com. All I need from you guys is give me your initials of you, any initials of anyone who else is in question, and then the question itself. Everybody who's interested in a question will be in the hopper to get a chance to get a free reading from yours truly once a month. So once a month, I put in all the viewers' questions, no matter if you were chosen or not, it doesn't matter. Reach on in there, pull somebody out, and if you are the winner, you get a free reading with me. So, free is good. You like free, I like free. So send me in a question, because remember, I will make things up. Now, after the viewer question, I will talk about a metaphysical topic of the week. It'll be a topic about love, romance, relationships, and if I can talk angel's knowledge into it, sex at some point in time. But we'll get there. After the metaphysical topic, what do I do next? I think I do another viewer's question. And if not a viewer's question, then we'll find out when we get there. But another viewer's question does come up, and then I do a magical item of the week and an affirmation, and we say see ya. So, it's a 30-minute show. It's basic. It goes boom, boom, boom. I am here in my office all by myself, so there's nobody behind the camera. I don't know if I'm out of frame, if I'm in frame, if I have my hair sticking up, if I have something coming out of my nose. I cannot tell. So, for any deformities that may come across during the show, I profusely apologize ahead of time because I will not see it. Now, if any type of deformity, God knows with what goes on with me, shows up on camera, I am a firm believer in not editing. I will edit out the first few seconds because I start the camera and I come here and I sit my butt in this chair. But other than that, what I do is what you will see. If you've never been part of my radio shows or my podcasts in the past, then you will not know that I do have lots of animals and a child. The child is not here, thank God he's at school, but the animals are. And they are famous for interrupting no matter what I'm doing. The door is closed to my office, so they shouldn't be coming in, but they may start scratching, they may do their animals. So if they annoy me enough, I will open the door and let somebody in. Or if there's barking going on, I will get up in the middle of a show, go tell them to shut up and come back. That's how my shows go. It's like you and me sitting down at a table, we're talking. We got our cup of coffee. In fact, I've got my cup, see, right here, cup of coffee. And again, I don't know if that was in frame or not because I can't tell. And we'll just sit here and chat. 30 minutes of me chatting, and my goal is to eventually get this live. Wouldn't that be awesome? And during a live show, you guys can send me in questions as I'm doing the show. That would just rock so many different ways. But we're working on that. This is a slow process. Heck, it's taken me, 10 years of doing podcasts and radio shows to do a video. So, one step at a time. Baby steps for Allie, please. Now, speaking of baby steps, I do classes, that's it. Classes and workshops and whatnot online. And I have a class coming up on Monday the 22nd on sexual energy. So if your energy is low, please tune in. And next Saturday the 27th, I have what I call a virtual party. Now, if you've ever been to one of those, in-home adult toy parties, This is what I do, but online. So the toy party is online. You can sit in the comfort of your home with your PJs, you and your honey, or you can sit there and watch what I'm talking about, the different toys and the lotions and all the fun stuff. And you don't have to be with a lot of people. You can order if you want. I don't know what you get. Nobody else knows what you get. It's perfect. And I always give discounts to those who show up at the virtual party. So to find out more about those two things, please go to AllieTheiss.com. Now I have my computer in front of me. I did this so I wouldn't forget as time went on what I'm supposed to be doing. As I do this more, I will not need the computer. It'll all be up here under lock and key, and I will spiel. I'm very good at spieling, you'll find out. Now, quote of the week. I like to do quote of the week. This is by a guy, I can't pronounce his name, and you will also find out I cannot pronounce things. Unless it's very simple, I screw it up. So, bear with me. But the quote of the week here is called, "Love is life, and if you miss love, you miss life." It's by Leo, no idea his last name, Buscaglia. He was an American expert on love lectures, and he was an author. He died back in 1998. So Leo, that is the quote of the week. Now, moving on, shall we? For viewer's question is up first. Now, the viewer sent it in. The initials, we have TAS and SCC. And the question is, changes to look forward to for the rest of the year. Now, T and S, I don't know how much you two communicate on a regular basis, but it seems like you two mesh. It's like you get squished, but in a good way. Squishing is good here. So either your energy combines into one big, massive love fest, whether it's physical, whether it's astral, I don't know. But you two, the energy just, it merges. It merges, it gets stronger, and I see flames. But flaming, not going out in flames, but flames as in heat of passion flames. So that's good. You know, no matter how you look at it, merging, flames, hotness, in this realm of questioning, it is a very good thing. So thank you very much for sending in your question, and I hope that I was able to answer it a-okay. Now, topic of the week. This topic I want to talk about is how the energy of 2012 will affect your love life. Now, we've been talking about the energy of 2012 since probably, I don't know, 1995. It's like, oh my God, 2012's coming. Holy crap, what are we going to do? And if you haven't noticed already, the energy this year has been rather intense. And as the year is coming to a close, the closer and closer we get to December 21st, 2012, when the Mayan calendar ends, and it's actually ending on a cycle, not ending till the world goes up in flames, ending on a cycle, the more pressured we're all going to feel. It's like we're all getting squished into a nice little can. But sometimes pressure is good, and this is one of those things. The universe is trying to get all of us into where we need to be for 2013. 2013 is a very important year. It's a brand new year on the Mayan calendar, which hasn't happened in a very long time. So this energy is perfect. And numerology-wise, it's a 6th year, which is for love and compassion. So 2013 is perfect for a lot of things, but especially in love. Now, with 2012 rounding out and the pressure squishing everybody and it getting more intense, and we're all going to notice, no matter if you're sensitive to energy or not, it's going to become more intense as the year rounds out. But if you are together, if you are already with somebody, either this energy is going to strengthen your relationship or it's going to rip what's left of it to shreds. So you're either going to end out the year on a very positive high note, or you're going to be heading to divorce court, or somebody's moving out, or you're taking a break. One way or the other, the universe is going to move your relationship to where it needs to be. It's important that you don't fight it. The more you fight against the energy of 2012, the more it's going to make your life suck. And I don't know how else to put it other than that. If you don't roll with the changes, the universe is going to keep pushing you and pushing you. Say, for instance, if your relationship is supposed to be ending, and by now you already know that the relationship probably isn't going to make it. You have a nagging feeling somewhere in there that you know it's not going to make it. And if you don't go by what the universe is putting in front of you, the universe will drop you hints. If you do not go with those hints. The universe will plop something in front of you that you cannot ignore. Not a chance in hell. It's like putting the Eiffel Tower in front of you and saying, hey, is the Eiffel Tower in front of you? Well, of course. You can't miss the Eiffel Tower. It's huge. So that's what the universe is going to do for you. Now, if it's strengthening your relationship, and you already know now that this is a good relationship and if it's going to strengthen or not, therefore you're supposed to be together. If it strengthens, it's going to be like you two are put into a energy cocoon, and that around you is a cement barrier that no one can touch you. It's strengthened. So either it's going to fall apart or if it's going to strengthen. Now I can hear some of you, you're like, Al, I don't have anybody. I am single, and I am single. So, what do us single people do if, it's strengthening or tearing people apart? The universe is going to do one or two things to us single people. It's either A, going to put you in front of somebody who takes your breath away, or two, if you have not done the soul growth you're supposed to have done in 2012, then you will remain solo for the rest of the year. But the universe is getting you into position to meet somebody at the beginning of 2013. And I say beginning, that goes from January to March. So either you're going to go around the corner and boom, there he is, or there she is, if you've done the soul growth you're supposed to do in 2012. Or if you haven't done the soul growth, then the universe, look at that light. I'm talking about soul growth and love, and the light shines in. I hope you can still see me. God, how cool is that? I'm in Ohio. It's been like dark. Yay! That's a good sign. So either it's going to go boom and you're going to meet somebody and it's going to be instant, or you're going to ride out the rest of 2012 by yourself, but that's okay, and you'll meet somebody the first part of January through March. Now, if you have completely screwed up 2012 and you have done nothing what you're supposed to do, and I mean nothing, and you're going to know you did absolutely nothing because you feel like crap and it's October. And I mean crap. I mean depressed crap. You can't do nothing is going. Nothing is going the way you want it to. That means you haven't done anything like you're supposed to be doing. So you have a few more months. Use the energy of 2012 well. Now, I do have a class coming up in December, just throw that out there, about the rest of 2012, Atlantis, Love 2013. Again, check the website. That class is actually going to be with my guides, Joshua and Selena. If you don't know who Joshua and Selena is, join my Facebook page, Allie, Theiss Friends, and you will find out lots and lots and lots about them. Okay? So that is the topic of the week. If you're together, the energy of 2012 is either going to make you a cement block and strengthen your love, or if you're already on shaky ground, it is going to rip you to shreds. Tear you apart, see you bye. If you are single, if you have done soul growth throughout 2012, you're going to round the corner and boom, somebody's going to be there. Now, Joshua is telling me, I have to note this, that you might be single and round the corner and boom, you run into somebody who is either married or with somebody. That relationship, whoever they're with, you're not going to break it up. It's already going to break up. Okay, you're kind of like the last nail in the coffin. But I wouldn't recommend, if you run into a married person, sleeping with them in 2012 unless they're already separated from their partner. Because if you take that type of energy with you to 2013, it will follow you for the next up teen years. So be very, very careful if the person you run into and you boom, you fall in love, and it's going to be instant, happens to already be in a relationship, or if they're married. They must already leave their partner if you're going to sleep with them. Okay? No extramarital affairs. It will not be good. They're around at the end of the year. I'm telling you, because the energy is very intense. Okay. So, moving on. Viewer's question. Let's go for the next one, shall we? I have no idea how long I've been talking so far. So this is supposed to be a 30-minute show. I don't know if it will be, but that's the goal anyways. Viewer's question is from SLJ and MSE. And the question, will they ever be together? Because it seems like a no-go at times. Again, the energy of 2012. It's either going to strengthen you or it's going to rip you apart. You have to pay attention to what the universe is putting in front of you. If you two keep missing each other, and if you keep missing each other for, say, the next month or two, it is not going to happen. It's just not a relationship that's supposed to happen in this life. If you find yourself more and more time to steal away together, then it will happen. Now again, if one of you is married and the other one is single, sleeping with the married person for the rest of the year, not a good idea. You'll take that energy with you into 2013, I'm sorry. It will screw everything up. Listen to me. I do know what I'm talking about. If you listen to nothing else, listen to that. What you do at the end of 2012, period, in your life. Whether, if it's positive, 2013 will be positive. If it's negative, 2013 will be negative. It is extremely vital you get that part of everything else I say. That is the most important out of everything that I talk about today. Okay? So pay attention to how you guys are going to go. I personally do not see you two together. That's the feel I get. S. You two are just not supposed to be together in this lifetime. You've had previous lifetimes together. You two are not soulmates. You are more of a karmic connection. You guys get together, you tie up some loose ends, you make more loose ends. That's the way your life will continue, both of you, until probably about 5-6 lifetimes from now. And then you'll get together and then tie up everything in a nice big old bow. Wow, I must be right on that one, because there's the light. See, the universe is with me. Oh, and to answer this last little part you put in your question, was he the one you felt the kiss from? Yes. Yes. OBE sex is something I hope to talk about here on the show. The odds of me talking about it are extremely, extremely high. So stay with me on that. Now, magical item of the week. I hem-hawed about this because, you know, I've written 4 books on gypsy magic. I do magic. I write spells for people. I love magic. So, what to talk about this first time out? And then I thought, you know, behind me, I don't know if you can see behind me, quite honestly. Can you? Probably, kind of, sort of. Behind me, I have some candles burning. And some of these candles are made by my son. And that's what I wanted, not that he made them, but that's what gave me the idea. I was going to talk about something totally different, and then it dawned on me, hey, let us talk about beeswax candles. Okay, my son does make these, but that's not the, oh, they smell so good. That's not the reason I'm talking about beeswax candles. Beeswax candles are fabulous, fabulous for doing any type of magical intentions, and I'll tell you why. Bees itself, the little bees, especially bumblebees, they bring good luck, good fortune, sweet victory. So bees, the ones who make the beeswax, they are very good fortune. Okay, so bees are great to have, number 1. Number 2, honey. Which is what, I loved when he made these. My house smelled so good. Honey. Honey is prosperity. It's abundance. It's fertility. So if you have a candle that comes from bees, because they're instrumental, obviously, into making what goes into this candle, you've got the good luck, the good fortune, the sweet victory. The honey that's involved with these candles brings prosperity, abundance, and fertility. It's a no-brainer when it comes to magical intentions, to spells, to just burning and affirmations. It's a no-brainer that beeswax candles, out of every type of candle, is the best way to go for magic. Okay? Now, I know some magical things say, well, you need a red candle or a green candle. You can take a beeswax candle, and if it does not have any color with it, take a marker, put a stripe of green down it, a stripe of red down it. Then you've got the color. You know, the whole candle does not have to be the color that the spell requires. Honestly, I've been doing magic for years, know what I'm doing. You can put streak. Now, when it comes to beeswax candles, as I said, hands down, awesome. But you have to be careful if you get the mass-produced or the hand-done candles. Obviously, you can see the candle. The wick is off center. He's 12. Those are hand done. You can tell they're imperfect. There's no way a hand done candle, by hand obviously, is going to be perfect. A one that's mass produced will be perfect. Okay. When it's mass produced, honestly, there's no extra love or energy in the candle itself. But when someone works on candles, and they do this because it's something they like to do. That love they have for what they're doing goes into the candle. And for magical purposes, that is the absolute best. So I'm telling you, I'm not telling you to buy for my son, but if you have a beeswax candle place that you like to buy from, or a local shop, they are the absolute best for magical intentions. Beeswax. Okay? So, oh, and when you are buying beeswax candles, if it's possible to find the beeswax that is local, and I'll say for me, again, because I'm going to use my son as an example because I know what he puts in these candles. I live in Wayne County in Ohio. We live in Wayne County. We get our beeswax from Ashland County, from a beekeeper in Ashland County, which is one county over. It's local, it's organic. We know the people, we know the bees, not personally, but we know where we get our stuff from. If you get beeswax from China, it's usually subpar. Now, if you live overseas and China is over the border from you, that might be different. But from China to the United States, honey, beeswax, both from China, are just no good. Okay, they're wiped away from everything good that you need in the candles. And you know that China, traditionally, their workforce is paid like a half a cent a day in slave labor. So you do not want slave labor making your candles for magical intentions. Now, if you just want candles and you want to burn it, that's up to you. But when you burn something, you release energy into the air. I'm just saying. So, there we go. I think I hit everything. Magical item, question. Okay. Believe it or not, we're here at the end. Again, I don't have no idea how long I've talked. The topics for next week. I'm going to talk about love shui. Now, I know you're probably saying, what in God's name is a love shui? What it is I take feng shui and love, and I combine it to love shui. So I'm going to show you, or tell you, really, on how to feng shui your room or your house so that it's more conducive to either bringing in love or strengthening the love you have. And then for the magical topic of the week, or the magical item of the week, it'll be powdered sugar. Now, I know you're thinking, what does powdered sugar have to do with anything? It has to do with a lot. Powdered sugar is a wondrous creation, or confectionery sugar, however you want to talk about it, but I call it powdered sugar. So, don't forget that I have the Allie Theiss show on Tuesday, Thursday evenings. I don't know if I mentioned that, did I? I was supposed to. The Allie Theiss show on Tuesday, Thursday evenings on Blog Talk. Today is Thursday, so I will be on tonight from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a live show. Call in with your questions. Tonight my guest is Monty. He is a world psychic. Monty and I, we always have a fantastic time when he's on the show. Next Tuesday will be Holly Vincent. She'll be with me. Next Thursday will be Monica Davis on the Allie Theiss show. The Passion Zone will be starting back up in November. The Passion Zone is on Sunday nights from 6:30 p.m. on Blog Talk, and that's purely we talk about sex. And the Amore podcast that I normally do, I think I'm going to can it, just because why do Amore podcast and do Amore with Allie, this show? Makes no sense. I'm trying to simplify my life. So this will be it. Now I want to close out with an affirmation. I don't want to forget to do that. I am big on affirmations. I didn't used to be, quite honestly, but I found over the years that when I have something in my head that shouldn't be there, usually it's anger at an ex-husband. Well, I have two. It's not like I have a whole bunch. It'd be the second ex-husband who I have my son with. When I find myself filled with anger, when I used to look at him or just know he's in the vicinity, I would tell myself, one, okay, Allie, how's that make you feel? Well, obviously it makes me feel like crap. And two, how do I get this out of there? How do I get it out of my head and bring something good in? So I would shove whatever I was feeling for him at that point in time, I would shove it out of my head, and I'd bring in something positive by way of affirmation. Now, the affirmation for you guys that I want you to tell yourself as many times during the day as you possibly can, remember to tell yourself. The affirmation is simple. I am a magnet for joy, love, and happiness. Very simple, right? I am a magnet for joy, love, and happiness. You tell yourself that as many times during the day as you want to. when I'm doing stuff, when I'm working in the kitchen, when I'm driving, that's usually when I do my affirmations. Or if I'm faced with a situation where I'm angry or about to get angry, I throw the anger out, bring the affirmation in, and I feel a hell of a lot better. Okay? What's the affirmation? Say it with me. I am a magnet for joy, love, and happiness. Ta-da! Very simple. Okay, say that until we meet back together next week. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by and watching Amore with Allie. Until next time, keep loving, keep living, keep laughing. Take care of yourselves. Bye.